Rescue the goats. Rescuers. Ish.
Rescue the Rescue Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Rescue Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, those guys were the best Power Rangers.
I remember playing a Chip and Dale game on the NES.
There was a game of that?
Yeah.
Wow. I missed that one.
Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale. So.
Mumble Rangers.
Mumble Rangers. Yeah. So. Keep using your pistol for this part. This part's pretty close range. You also have a shotgun, which...
Does this part have infinite enemies?
The next part does.
The next part. Yeah, I sat here for...
Oh, this part right here?
Not this part. It's up a little.
I'm not sure.
Up ahead a little.
It's tough to tell sometimes.
I'll tell you when I see the part that I was like sitting for 10 minutes killing guys.
The part where there is infinite enemies, I think, is when I switch to my rifle with the scope, which is not right here, actually.
Okay.
When I switch to it full time and not just my shotgun. It's right around this corner, actually.
You gotta go up a little hill.
Yep, there is like a little fork in the road, and you can go to the left or the right. I found going to the right, like taking the long way, is actually the easiest-ish. Like, it's more reliable for this game mode.
For not dying?
Right. Like, you would have a checkpoint on campaign pretty close to here.
Mm-hmm.
But for tier 1 mode where you can't die, it's better to go the long way and make sure that you don't die versus the easy way and potentially fight less enemies and let your teammates fall them off, because you will die pretty quick. So as soon as you drop down, yeah, there's infinitely respawning enemies, which is weird. Like, this is the only time in the game that this happens?
It's the only time I noticed
Or the only time where you have to, Call of Duty style, move forward.
Right.
Like that one level where you're waiting for the helicopter and you're out of ammo and all that, and it's super dramatic, and I thought that should have been the end of the game.
Yeah.
That was infinite, but you were just holding your position. This is Call of Duty 4 style.
You need to go across
enemies. You have to, like,
tripwire.
Yes, there are invisible lines on the ground that you have to cross
to shut off the code hose of enemies.
The code hose. I'll code hose them. I've wasted so much code. I've flushed so much code down the toilet. It's disgusting. That's pretty terrible.
Yeah. All those Michael Phelps Jr.'s gone to waste.
Yep.
The ghosts in Kirby's Epic Yarn look exactly like sperm.
Really?
Or not exactly, but pretty damn close.
The little fish, or little tadpoles.
Yeah.
Rather. That's funny. The thing is, like, that's just what the textbooks tell us
Sperm
look like.
That's true. You can't actually see the individual sperm.
I've never jerked off onto
a microscope.
No. What's the little piece of glass called that you put under the microscope?
A slide?
A slide. Yes. I've never jerked off onto a slide, put it under a microscope.
I've bled onto a slide and put it under a microscope.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they were supposed to have some blood in class. They didn't have any. And I was like, I'll just rip off this scab and we can use mine.
That's pretty weird. So, like, the whole class looked at it?
Yeah.
Huh.
And we determined I had AIDS.
You had...
Have.
Had? Previously?
Well, I had HIV.
You cured? It was cured?
I had HIV, now I have AIDS.
Oh, I see.
Super AIDS.
I think it's like rectangle to square. It's like if you are a rectangle, you are also if you're a square, you are also a rectangle.
Oh yeah.
If you have AIDS, you also have HIV.
I don't know. I don't get how that works.
I
thought it's a precursor to AIDS.
Yeah, well, the HIV is like the
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 disease.
immune system destroyer.
And AIDS is autoimmune deficiency syndrome.
Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know.
All right, back to shooting people.
Oh, right. We're playing this game.
All things controversial in this guy. We've got Taliban, we've got AIDS, we've got code hoses.
You know, I didn't go on my little towelhead rant on this tier 1 guide.
Okay, let's not hear it.
Let's not hear it? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, so, again, this is Call of Duty that you're playing right now. You have to move forward. You have to cross some invisible lines on the ground to get the enemies to stop spawning. So, if it looks clear, sprint up to the next piece of cover and just lay down on the ground. Now, you're getting very close to the end, so swap out that shotgun with an AK if you want. I did not do that here. It just slipped my mind.
Just because there's lots of ammo?
Those last couple guys, well, because you have a shotgun as your secondary gun, and that's not very helpful. There's quite a few. You're going to want to make your way up to that left ridge where I'm shooting dudes right now.
Yeah, that's where I was. That's where I went.
Yeah, that's the best place to be.
Left route.
That's the best place to be for the last part of this level, where you're kind of have to wait a little bit and shoot a bunch of dudes off this turret and wait for an airstrike, I think, or wait for the game to end, basically.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts on this game? Because I think this is actually going to be the last video that we voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rented? For sure. Good
Yeah.
rental.
Yes.
You could beat this in a day.
Yeah. I don't know if I talked about this yesterday, but a friend of ours sent me a text asking me recommendation for this. And my text message, basically Twitter response was Twitter equivalent, 160 characters or less.
Yeah.
Skip it, wait for Call of Duty.
Okay. Or rent it if you've got a rental thing.
Or rent it if you really want to play it, like you really
And you
want
can
to
get
try
some
it.
achievements pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I mean if you want to play it, yeah, rent it. This is a good rental. This is an excellent rental.
Excellent rental.
Terrible buy. If you paid $60 for this, which I did not,
We rented it.
then you're going to be playing multiplayer a lot to get your money out of it. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Definitely rented this game. Oh yeah, getting very close to the end. My next guide is going to be Call of Duty Black Ops. I'll be making a single player guide. I'll be making an Intel guide. I'll be making. I don't know if I'll be making multiplayer videos yet. It depends on if I actually like the multiplayer. Like making multiplayer videos really requires you to love the multiplayer and play the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to make some pages on WikiGameGuides for like the ranks and all that kind of stuff, like unlockables and different. I don't know.
That was a far headshot from a shotgun.
Yeah, I know the shotgun's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I'll be making pages. I'll be like writing down information about the game. I don't know about necessarily.
Yeah,
Strategy guides for multiplayer. We'll find out. Yeah, it depends on if the multiplayer is any good. Really.
So yeah, that'll be the last FPS of the year. I've got Assassin's Creed and Fable on my list.
I've got Call of Duty, The Force Unleashed, and then maybe Fallout. We'll see. Good game. Game on.